Okay, so now it's time to confront my ugly ass mama. So her and my stepdad been up to stuff. I believe we already talked about my stepdad. Now the Wicked Witch of the West is trying to intervene. So she's trying to target my mind. Like, I'm trying to tell you, my mother is a very jealous person, and she's always been jealous of me. I know she's sitting back, listening, watching on my social media, and she's looking for shit to manipulate and to lie about. She's doing it right now. So I decided that I would make this video. Um, she's supposed to be an ordained pastor, but she be dibbling and dabbling in that witchcraft. That don't sound like God to me. But hey, she has shown me that anybody can preach. Anybody can be a pastor. Like there's nothing really special about anybody who's working in the church, you know. So she wishes that she could think like me. So she thinks that she can target my mind and copy my way of thinking. Like my mother's a sociopath. Sociopaths, they don't have souls. They're kind of like dark empaths to where they can empathize with people, but they use their empathy. They use their gift of empathy to use it against other people and to manipulate other people. So it's like gaslighting. She's very psychologically abusive. Okay, so I know she's doing a number on my stepdad. Because he seems to be a fool for her. So she showed in many ways how she will mess up his life, and he just keeps thugging it out. But I mean, he's extremely loyal to her. So I mean, whatever, you know. But she's really getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves because I know what you're doing, and I know what's going on with you, and you still trying to keep up with doing the stupid shit in which that you be doing. My thing is that, let me tell y'all. So my mom gave a service, right? She wore all black. You want to know why she did that? Because she was casting a spell. She got as many people as she could to come to her service so she could cast that spell. And my thing is that the only person who wasn't affected was my son, because my son, I sent him to that church. He went with his dad. You know, this was her grand performance. So, I sent him with a crystal to repel her energy so he would not be subjected to her spell. You know, but my mother, my sisters told me it was a lot of people from the past that were there. And I'm just like, yeah, she's trying to wipe out people's memory of who she truly was. I had started speaking up and speaking out on my IG. And just like with my son's father's family, just like with her, my dad and my aunt, everybody want to hear what the fuck I got to say. I don't understand, social media is supposed to be something that brings people together. But I tell you, boy, human beings know how to make weapons out of anything. So to where I got these motherfuckers, they don't want to follow me on IG. They don't want to reach out. We don't even talk, but they want to spend so much of their time spying on me through social media. So I put her ass on blast. My mother could see that my gifts were getting strong. I'm trying to tell you, people can see where you're headed before you even see it. So in a way, she felt like she had to raise up. It started off with her wanting people to know where I get it from. You know, for one, my mother is not gifted. Okay, I'm gifted. Then on top of that, it's kind of like I be singing, she sing. She ain't singing years. You know what I'm saying? But she practiced the fuck out of the song that she fucking did for her service. It was a performance. You have to practice a performance. I don't practice anything. Want to know why? Because I'm not a fucking fake. And my thing is that I show that through my music. Because sometimes notes be hit, sometimes they the fuck don't. But how many times do I have to tell motherfuckers I'm not creating, I'm not channeling these messages by myself? So, it started off with her wanting people to know, oh, this is where she get it from. Then she just went overboard with the shit and just started trying to compete with me. And she started getting more and more and more upset at how bold I was with speaking out. My mother was abusive when I was growing up. So after I called the police on her that one time, she never put her hands on me, but she became very psychologically like abusive. And that is something that, this is why abuse is normalized. Because as a child, you can't really understand why this shit is happening to you. And even when you get grown, you have a hard time with detaching from your family that has abused you. So this is when abuse becomes normalized. So I had to deal with that for a little while because it took me a while to be able to stand up and to break away. If it wasn't for my son, I don't think that I would have been able to break away, but I did. Like it's crazy. She stole money. She stole money. She stole inheritance. She on insurance scam and insurance fraud, and she teamed up with my ex, which was really dumb because he already knew who she was. So if he gets burnt by her in the process, oh well, he already knew. So it's just been one big like shit show. You know what I'm saying? Like she's really been trying to come after me, like trying to compete with me, trying to show up, trying to steal from me and all type of shit. And she's had my stepdad helping her, and my stepdad, they've been lying so much. My stepdad's family got involved too. And I remember I've said it before, they have a person in their family that specializes in doing that black magic. So they've been trying to come for me, and the bitch is sitting up here now trying to figure out how she's going to manipulate things. She's trying to target my mind. A lot of what she's tried to do is that the woman that they work with, she specializes in binding magic. So what ends up happening is that she will bind herself, my stepdad. The last time she binded my stepdad's brother to my son's father. And my son's father was sitting up here was saying like some weird shit. It was like he had 3 personalities, and they was all him. And I confronted every last one of them and sent that shit the fuck back. I don't know why these people keep fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do their best to hide what the fuck they've been doing. And now it's like life is falling apart. But you know why life is falling apart? And this is what I'm saying when it comes to opposition, because even when their life is falling apart, they just can't let go. They still have to find a way as to how they can try to make you the target. It's like they want to put everything that they're going through onto you. They feel like if they can speak it into reality, if they can do this, if they can do that, it's going to happen. My son's father's behavior has been weird, so I already know they've been testing the waters. But every time they try to cast the spell, the shit gets broken, and they don't know how I'm doing the shit. But they know that I'm doing it. They feel real defeated because they're very narcissistic people. They can't just come into my life and sweep shit under the rug. They have to tell the truth. I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers is they're getting OC with this witchcraft shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got other people, I got people that's trying to help other people. I got these celebrities that's doing the witchcraft. It's more so of the voodoo. And then, they're trying to use people. They're trying to, because they hear me talk about my situations. So the thing is that they've been trying to help my son's father's family. They've been trying to help my mom. And motherfuckers cannot figure out, why is this shit not working? It's like they've been trying to do it every way in which that they can. It's like they want to be able, then they start trying to get other people to do it because they know I know their energy. But it's to the point to where it doesn't matter who it is. Whatever is being done is going to be dealt with. Eventually, I'm going to see it. Something's going to happen. You're going to pop up. I'm going to have a dream about it. It's the inevitable. Everybody is so fucking miserable. Then when they get a little happiness in their life, then they want to leave me alone. But how the fuck do you think you're going to maintain good things in your life when you're trying to do wicked shit behind my back? You're trying to do wicked shit to me. So then when their happiness is temporary and it gets snatched away, who the fuck do they come back to target? They come back to me. I don't mess with people. I don't care about people. If I said something the bitch didn't like, she should have confronted me. But she don't want to confront me because she know this shit is the truth. My mom and my stepdad, y'all want to sit up here and talk shit about my son too, but neither one of you asked my son, did she put her hands on him? And you want to know why y'all didn't ask that question? Because for one, you already knew the truth, and you knew that he was going to speak up because that's what the fuck I be teaching him, to speak up. You can try to sit here. He already know the truth. He's not going to be around you without me or his dad. He's never going anywhere with you without me or his dad. Nobody is keeping you from him. You could come over and you could come and see him and be with him, but you cannot take him by yourself, and you know that. And the times that I have been graceful is because my grandfather was around and I knew my son would be safe, which was only one time that I gave her access to him. My granddaddy said it was okay. My granddaddy said he was going to take over. And then after that, she wanted him for Father's Day, and I ain't give it up because I'm just like, bitch, you full of shit. All this long time, you ain't been wanting to see him. Now, when you try to put on a show in front of your husband, now you want to sit up here and act like you trying to get him. She a fucking liar. She been lying. She trying to make it seem like I try to keep my son from her. No, she has restrictions and boundaries, and she needs those. You see, narcissists, they don't love what they can't control. So because they can't control him, they don't really care about him. She don't ever call him to see how he doing. She always wants some shit. Or it's for holidays when she's trying to show off and give him shit. She's trying to get that picture so she could try to keep up her lie and keep up with her show for the book. Like, she really be showing me how unintelligent a lot of people are. But at the same time, a lot of people are under her spell and they don't even know that. My sisters are under her spell too, and it's hard to break them out of it because they keep binding themselves to my sisters too. And my sisters don't know. My grandma told me they don't need to know. Because my grandma helping them. I know she in cahoots with my dad too. Motherfuckers know the jig is up. They know that I fucking know what's been going on and how long the shit been going on. They know why I don't want to deal with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm not gonna keep saying that shit over and the fuck over and the fuck over again. I'm just annoyed at this stupid bitch and her and that stupid fucked up ass family. And then his brother gonna get involved and he don't even know what the fuck going on. He don't even know. They don't even like his ass. But that's how opposition work. This nigga was in the military and he a police officer, like I'm supposed to be scared. No, not scared. Not at all. Everybody, it seemed like motherfuckers want me to be scared. Motherfuckers driving up to my house and all type of shit. Driving up like I'm supposed to be scared. You ain't saying nothing though. So you the one that looks scared. You took the time out to drive up. But you don't say nothing. You hide behind them tinted windows because you scared. Thinking that you're going to intimidate somebody. No, I'm not intimidated. I'm not scared of nobody. You playing yourself. You keep playing. God gonna sit your ass down. For real. You know, that's the thing. You got to be patient with God because God be having mercy. Because the thing is, God know how shit is going to end for people. So, you know, you just be having to endure the time that, you know, God is giving grace and mercy. And, you know, eventually everything will get back into balance. These motherfuckers is just so worrisome. Because they know that they fucked up. They had such a point to prove. And most of the time, motherfuckers want to humble me. You want to humble me for telling the truth? No, that's not humility. You want to shut me up because you don't want me to speak on it. That's why that bitch had to cast that spell over all them fucking people. So she could have backup. She could wipe out motherfuckers' memories of certain stuff. She could have backup and trying to steal from me and my sisters. And then she got her in-laws involved too. And everybody narcissistic as fuck. So they thinking that they the big bad wolf. But my thing is, why motherfuckers ain't say nothing to me though? You hear the shit that I be saying. I know you watching me, but ain't nobody confronting me. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Everybody trying to play in the dark. But how long have you been trying to do it and ain't shit changed? Ain't shit changing for me. Everybody is taking losses that keep trying to come from me. And my thing is, everybody has more than me. So if I have to take a hit, if I have to make a sacrifice, it's nothing. But y'all motherfuckers is losing cars, homes, relationships, children, all type of stuff. What is that telling you? But you know what? They conjured up that demon. I had a couple of people conjure up demons on me. And this the shit I'm not gonna keep repeating this. That motherfucker be possessing bitches. It be possessing motherfuckers and making you do shit. And then when it detaches from you, then you realize that, damn, why did I do that? This shit does not work. You wonder why you doing and saying this, the shit that you're doing and you're saying. And then you keep having to deal with the consequences. That's why I don't be worried. I don't care. You know, like motherfuckers conjured up demons on me to terrorize me and my family. If it ain't you, it's going to be me and mine. It can't be me and mine. So it's got to be you, and it's going to be you. So I'm getting tired of saying this. It's like I got to keep saying it. It's like I got to break the insanity, but nothing is breaking the insanity. My thing is, all you have to do is stop thinking about me. Stop trying to plot. The moment the wheels in your head start turning, my protection is signaled, and it comes directly to where the signal is coming from. They really, you know, to be honest, I think they lied. I think they lied. They tried to say I was dead. Because why for the last years have motherfuckers been trying to throw so much death on me? My dad and my aunt too. You know, y'all trying to cover up money fraudulent insurance scheming and all this type of stuff because you probably tried to say I was dead. My thing is, why the fuck would you think you would get away with that? Motherfuckers trying to say I was dead, I was sick or some shit, or had mental issues, trying to put me in mental hospitals and trying to get me and my sister shot up and all type of shit. Shit has just been crazy. I keep telling motherfuckers she got an insurance policy on all three of us, a life insurance policy. My thing is, that's what the fuck you get. Bitch, if you ain't like something I said, you should have approached me like a woman. Cause you know that shit real. You know that shit the truth. So you trying to avoid the shit. And trying to put on a show. Put on a whole circus act. Traveling all over the place. Bringing that circus performance. Ain't nobody paying for that. Motherfuckers is paying with their life. They paying with their health. They paying with their finances. That's what they paying with. So anyway, once again, the annoying shit.